very, very proud of. That was and everybody contributed on that. In the second half, I think the offense may have scored every time they had the football, and I think in the second half we had 2 touchdowns and 2 field goals. And then defensively, we held them to 3 points in the second half. So there was a lot of good things. We went down, Dinker converted on a field goal. I guess 2 field goals there. Our coverage units were much improved in the second half. So there were a lot of good things to build off of in the second half. Now, first half, too many. We didn't come out and give a lot of credit to UT Martin. They came out on fire, ready to play. And they got after us, and they played a great first half. So very pleased with the way that our guys we always talk to them about overcoming adversity, and that's about as adverse as you can get, down by 14, and hadn't done anything particularly well on either side of the ball or the kicking game, but they found a way to win the football game. So very, very proud of their effort.
I just stayed positive, and once my number was called, I felt like I had to take advantage of my opportunity for this team and do the best I can for this team to try to win the game. Like, when you're down, don't get down on yourself. God our glory. So never get down on yourself. Just keep pushing. Anything can happen. The good thing about it was when he didn't start. But when his number was called, he stepped in and made plays. And that's the great thing about Ryan. He never gets down. Some players will get down because they're not in the game and get mad at themselves, and then once they get in the game, they so mad and mess up. And he stays positive all game. And when his number's called, he normally capitalizes. He does a good job.
We ran cover 3. My job was basically just to reroute number 2 and sink to the flats. And after I did my reroute, the outside receiver ran a comeback, and I was just right under it to do it right to me. It just shows how tough of a group we have, you know what I mean? We coach always tells us just keep fighting, man. We know last week we were real close. They were a real good team, but we could have came out with the W. Unfortunately, we lost. But you know what I mean? He always says just come back strong. UT Martin, they were next, so we ended up having a great game. We ended up getting a W. Well, coming off the Texas Tech loss. I mean, Texas Tech Division I, Big 12, big game. We were real hyped up for that one. You know what I mean? But coming against UT Martin, we weren't as hyped up, you know what I mean? We were kind of lax a little bit, so they ended up jumping up, getting the lead on us. But at halftime, coach told us, man, everybody just get riled up. Everybody on the sideline, everybody, you know what I mean? Just bring that positive energy, and that positive energy just helped us, you know what I mean, pick it up in the second half and come back and get the win.
Praise the Lord. He blessed me on that one. I couldn't tell you how I did a couple of those plays, to be honest with you, but it was a great win, defense, offensively. Both had to come up over adversity in those last drives each, which was huge. So it was a good team win. Came out kind of slow, but we kept fighting with the ball, and the defense did great. And offensively, we started executing better in the second half. Yeah, no, it's huge. Obviously, anytime you win a game is big because you're just one game closer to the playoffs, and that's obviously the next step to get to your ultimate goal every year. So that's huge. It's a good win. We came off the Texas Tech, and it felt like we won the Texas Tech game the way some people were treating us, which we didn't, and that could really get to people's heads. They make you feel like you won because you went up against a Big 12 team. That's a great team, and you were 7 points away from tying it up and taking that game to overtime. So it was huge. Obviously, last year we had a bad taste. We didn't play well when we went to UT Martin last year. So we came back, wanted to get a good win. Obviously, we played pretty well here on the Stripes, and so we needed to keep that tradition going. We came out a little flat, but we picked it up in the second half both ways. And it's just a huge win. Obviously, it's the first win to get one rolling in a season. You're going to have to scrap and get some wins like that. Not every win is going to be pretty. I mean, no team in America is going to win every game pretty. You got to fight for some, and tonight was one of them, and hopefully we don't have many more.